Why is player agency so important? Well, player agencies sometimes have a different way of showing how the game is played. Some games are open and give very little direction for how they should be played, only suggesting what players could do. This gives the player free reign over what they want to do in a game. Such examples are Minecraft and City Skylines, as these games only provide little to almost no advice on how the game should be played. Players can also do many things that are not intended by the designers, but still do not affect gameplay as a whole. When players have high agency in a game, the game provides timely and appropriate feedback, which increases the player's sense of engagement. Players can feel that every decision they make has an impact on the game's world, and they realize that their actions and choices are meaningful. When players experience this, they can immerse themselves more deeply into the game's world and find it easier to have fun. Considering role-playing games like The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, here the protagonist Link can traverse the game world at the player's own pace and in their own unique way, unlocking new temples and solving puzzles. As players delve deeper into the game, they experience the satisfaction and sense of accomplishment that comes from understanding the world step by step. Additionally, many NPCs are not just mission tools waiting for the player. They have their own daily activities, which change based on the player's interaction. This design enhances the sense of realism and makes players feel the importance of their actions. Another game we can use under player agency for a role-playing game is of course the renowned Baldur's Gate 3. In this game, when players first begin an adventure, they will already immediately encounter a form of agency, as they will have the free reign to choose either pre-made characters or a create your own type character. Now this allows players to customize their characters based on their class, species, and as well as their personal stats. Now, throughout the game, players will also be presented with a variety of quests that contain different dialogue options. Each of these options will have an outcome, and each outcome, of course, has a consequences, and it will change how you, the player's character, will be defined in the game. This also affects your relationship with the characters you've met and journeyed along the way. Some you will go closer with, others may leave your party, and all this in turn will affect the ending of the game. And with there being at least 17,000 different endings, each unique but similar, it is safe to say that the player will feel their choices will have a significant impact, and it will make them feel that every action they do will be relevant to the story as the game progresses. Player agency is also present in other games, and especially so in the Total Warhammer game series. For this example, we'll be using Total War Warhammer 3. In this game, players play as a legendary lord representing 96 different factions, vying for dominance through winning battles and gaining territory, thus resulting in cumulative short victories that build up to a final long victory. From the start to finish, players are pestered with choices: what faction to play, what upgrades to build in their cities, what units to include in their armies, and of course, their strategy of defeating the enemy armies in thrilling real-time strategy. With so many choices available to players, it can initially seem daunting, making the new player experience a little less smooth. However, it allows an extremely high skill ceiling for players who adapt to and learn its mechanics, as their choices in the game can have substantial impact on whether the outcome is a decisive victory or a crushing defeat. Thus, player agency can provide a unique gaming experience for various players, which can help keep them engaged and immersed in their own gaming experiences.